Hi guys, today I have something fun for you. This is all the products I have recently hit pan on. I do this every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months. Really, it depends on the amount of products I have pans on. And because I never show the repeating pans, it really depends on my panning progress. If I get 10 to 15 new pans, I will do one of those videos. So now it's time to show you my new pans. Let's start with face products first. I don't have a whole lot of those. So first of all, I have this face powder from Bare Minerals. This is the Invisible Light face powder, and it has two sides. I feel they were trying to play the hourglass kind of type of product because it just has two baked products in here, and the layout is extremely similar. And you can see that I actually hit pan on both sides. This one obviously has a much bigger size pan. This is matte, and on this side I have just a smaller size pan right here. This is the glow powder. So I'm hoping I can actually finish those two fairly quickly. I did notice that this product takes a long time to hit pan. Once you do, from like this stage to this stage, it would take me about not even a month. So I'm hoping once I expand the pan to a sizable size, I would just maybe scrape them out and repress them somewhere because it's getting really hard to use this one for sure. So we'll see how that goes, but I expect this product to be completely finished sometime soon. I have a sample size highlighter from Heart Candy. This one is the Rose Gold highlighter. It looks like this. It has 3 sides in it, and I try to focus on the 2 lighter shades right here. The pan is very minimal. You can probably barely see it right there. Can you see the middle ring basically? So I just recently hit pan on it, and I used it for probably almost 2 months straight, and I finally had pan now. I really enjoyed this product actually, and this is what I have on my face today. I'm hoping I can finish this completely in the next 2 to 3 months-ish time. So that's my goal, but I'm just really excited that now I have pan in this product. I also have a blush. This one is probably a sample size because it's a gift with purchase from Lancome. It's the Delicate Oil-Free Powder Blush in the color of Plum. So I'll show you the pan right here. It's very decent size, and this product isn't very powdery, so it goes a little slower than expected, but I love the color. This is also what I have on my face now. I am actively panning it in a project, so I really hope I can finish this soon too. Once this one is gone, this will be my second blush out of the year, so that will be really exciting, even though it's only a sample size, but I think it's worth it. I really enjoy the color. I just can't wait for it to be gone though. The last 2 face products are both from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I've had this palette not for long, and I realized the pans in here are actually very shallow compared to any other face products that you're used to. So you can see my palette right now, I have finished 1 shade completely, and I have 2 more pans right here. So this one definitely is a very decent sized pan, and I probably have to repress it soon. I fairly enjoy the color. Now I have kind of tried to mix those 2 shades together on my face because this one's getting hard to use, but yeah, I enjoy the color. It's a little more on the powdery side, plus the pan's really shallow, so it's gonna go away quick for sure. And that one, I actually used it just on my eyelids as a kind of eye primer setting shade, and I was able to hit pan on it this fast. So I expect if I try to use this on my face, it would just go away like in no time. So I'm really excited about this. Since I noticed this palette is going a little fast anyways, now I'm tempted to actually pan this entire thing this year, and I think I can do that. I only have 2 more bronzers and 1 lighter shade in here, so this bronzer is really dark. It might cause me some trouble, but I think those 2 shades will not last me long. I think I can probably do it, so I will consider panning this whole thing this year. Alright, all the rest now are just eyeshadows. I just started Pan Those Eyeshadows challenge this year about 2-3 months ago, so I was able to hit pan on quite a few shades already, so let me show you. The first one here is from a Mally Muted Muse palette. So this palette actually has face products and eyeshadow products all together, and I was able to hit pan on 1 shade right here in the color Fancy. It's a deeper plum toned color. It's really lovely. It's really powdery at the same time, so I was honestly a little surprised how fast I was able to hit pan on it. Regardless, I'm happy though. Yeah, I think it's time for me to work on this palette really. I've had it for a while. Nobody really talks about it, but it's a good quality palette. Might as well just try to work on it, right? I hit one pan in my Marc Jacobs Style Icon number 7, the Vamp palette. So this one I actually randomly selected just one shade to use. It's this whitish cream color right here. So I have a decent sized pan. I use this to set my eye primers. So when I use it, I use the product pretty evenly. That's where I am now. I'm happy with that pan. I haven't really worked on any other shades in this palette. I might consider doing that, but it's not a urgency or anything. So this palette might just sit there for a little while. This is an exciting one because I always felt Urban Decay Naked palette is so hard to pan. So I was able to hit pan on just one shade right here. It is Smog. I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw that pan because I thought this color isn't all that light. It probably is a little harder to hit pan on, but I was able to hit pan on it just in about actually 3 weeks-ish time. I wonder if my palette's just getting older and powderier. Maybe that's part of the reason why I was able to hit pan on it fast. But regardless, I'm happy. I'll take that pan any day. The next palette, you've seen it a few times probably, but this time around I was able to hit pan on one additional shade. This is my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. It's the older packaging. And I already had a lot of pans in this palette before, and this time around I was able to hit pan on this kind of shimmery cream shade. So all the other pans were old ones that I have shown in my previous products I've hit pan on videos. But this one pan is additional pan, and you can see it's pretty decent sized, so I'm happy about that. I'm currently panning a different palette, but that one is almost done, so I'm going to pan this completely in 2019. Well, maybe, I don't know, because there's a really deep shade down here, this dual chrome shade. I just don't think that one I would be able to pan it completely, but I would try my hardest, and I would definitely try to finish the other 5 shades in 2019. I got one pan in my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. So in this palette, I was trying to work on one shade right here in the color 1987. It's this gold color right down here. It's really yellow, but I actually became to really enjoy this shade, and I think it took me about 2 months to finally hit pan on it. Those pans are pretty deep, so I think this palette is gonna last me a long time, but it's fairly new to me. I'm okay with that. I'm just happy I got one pan in this palette. Then I have my big guy. This is my Lorac Mega 4. And in this palette, I only got one pan. It's fairly new to me. I only got it last month, so I was only working on one shade, and I hit pan on that almost in no time, like a couple weeks. So the pan is small. I didn't work on it like all that much. This color is Silver Fox. I'm happy. I'll take that pan anytime. But I'm pretty stoked about this palette just because it provides some color, but they're not like super intense colors. So I figure it's probably easier for me to use. I'm hoping I can use this palette a little more and just try to learn to use colors this year in general. And lastly, I just have my Z palette. You can see it's really powdery and dirty because I am trying to pan this little chunk underneath my hand right now. I'm almost done with it, so I'm happy about that. But meanwhile, I just put in a lot of companion shades. I was able to hit pan on quite a few shades as I just casually go with it. So I gathered all of them in this one corner for easy showing purposes. So you can see here, the biggest guy here is actually an Inglot eyeshadow. I never thought the day would come. I never thought one day I would be able to hit pan on Inglot eyeshadows because they're huge. Also, they're really like densely packed in there. This color is 355. It's a little annoying that their shades only have numbers to them, but no like actual names. But that one is 355. It's just a matte cream whitish color. I use it to set my eye primers. I've been using it on and off for years, and now I just have the smallest baby pan. And then this guy is also matte. That one is a Lorac Pro light brown, I think that's a color. So that one is also pretty densely packed in there, which is a little different from all the other Lorac Pro formulas I've used. But regardless, I'm happy I hit pan on that one. And the other 3 shades here, the like rectangular pans, they're all from Wet n Wild, from different palettes and trails and whatnot. I just deposited a few shades that I would keep, and I tossed a whole bunch of them. I'm not gonna bore you with which trail or palettes they came exactly, but they are pretty easy to use common shades, honestly. So they go with a lot of different looks, and I have pretty decent sized pan in all of them. So I'm hoping I can actually finish them soon too. But basically that's it, guys. A lot of new pans. I think I didn't count, maybe 15 pans. I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty happy with the progress, and I'm hoping I can do another one of those in another 4 or 5 months maybe, if I can keep up with my panning journey. Whenever I have a decent amount of pans, I would definitely pop one of those videos out again. And if you're curious to see what other products I have hit pan on previously, I will have my videos linked down below. Like I said, I do not repeat the same pans, so you definitely would see different products. So hopefully that would be fun for you. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.